Good morning, children. Hope you're all doing good. Today we will continue with The Tempest, Act 2, Scene 1. We will continue from where we had left in the last class. We had seen that Alonso has gone off to sleep and all the others have already fallen asleep. Now, this is quite strange, and Sebastian says in surprise, "What strange drowsiness possesses them?" Drowsiness means sleepiness, and possesses means they are overcome by sleepiness. Now he says, what is the strange kind of sleepiness that has taken hold over each one of them? Because all of them have gone off to sleep together. So Antonio tries to justify their sleep by saying it's the quality of the climate. Quality means nature of the climate of that island. Like, the summer afternoons are a little drowsy. Everyone feels very sleepy during the summer afternoons. So that is the nature of the climate of that time, that in the summer afternoons you feel sleepy. So he says probably that is the quality of the climate of this island that they have gone off to sleep. Sebastian says, why doth it not then our eyelids sink? I find not myself disposed to sleep. Now, Sebastian says if it was the condition of the island, the nature of the island, or the climate of the island that made them feel drowsy, then why is it that it does not make the eyelids of Sebastian sink? Sink means become heavy with sleep. So, why is Sebastian's eyelid not heavy with sleep? Why is he not feeling sleepy? Because he says he does not find himself disposed or inclined to sleep. He doesn't seem to have any inclination to sleep. He's feeling quite fresh. And Antonio also confesses that nor I is not even Antonio is feeling sleepy. He is also not disposed or inclined to sleep. My spirits are nimble. Nimble means they are active, they are um, alert. So he says that he is rather very alert and active and not feeling sleepy at all. They fell together all as by consent, they dropped as by thunderbolt. Now he says, he is comparing, this is as, it becomes a simile. So now the sudden sleep that all of them have gone into has been compared to two things here, right? Using a simile, the sudden sleep that all of them have gone off to has been compared to number one, by consent. As by consent means as if it was some common agreement that was struck between them, that together they will go off to sleep immediately. So they have gone off to sleep immediately as if by some common agreement, or as if struck by thunderbolt. Thunderbolt fell on them and they all collapsed. So he says the sudden manner in which they have gone off to sleep appears as if number one, they have slept by some common consent, some common agreement, or as if they have been dropped dead by some thunderbolt. Now children, this begins a very important part here. Now this is commonly called the temptation episode. All right. Now here Antonio has already seized the throne of his brother Prospero. And Antonio here begins to encourage Sebastian to do likewise and usurp Alonso's throne. Here he is tempting him into thinking on these lines. Now, when Antonio is trying to arouse Sebastian, incite Sebastian into following uh, his suit, murder his own brother, or revolt against his brother and kill him, or usurp throne from Alonso, there is some selfish interest that Antonio also has here. All right. Now, what is that? We'll discuss later in detail. Now, already when Antonio usurped power from Prospero, he had taken the help of King Alonso, who was the king of Naples. And there were certain conditions that had to be followed, that the throne of Naples, or rather the throne of Milan, will be subordinate to or will be under the crown of Naples. And secondly, Antonio was supposed to pay a certain amount as the subsidy to Alonso. Now imagine a condition where Alonso is no more. Alonso has been killed by Sebastian, and it is Antonio who has helped Sebastian in gaining his kinship. Now, that way, Sebastian will forever be thankful to Antonio. So, in that condition, whatever animal tribute Antonio was paying to Alonso will be excused by Sebastian. He will rid himself of that animal tribute that he paid to Alonso. Now, obviously, when he is wanting uh, Sebastian to rise against his brother, to uh, usurp power from his brother, to kill his brother Alonso, definitely Sebastian following Antonio's advice would mean that he would no longer have to pay that animal tribute that he was paying to Alonso till now. So Antonio says, "What might, worthy Sebastian, oh what might? No more. And yet methinks I see it in thy face, and what thou shouldest be, the occasion speaks, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head." Now, children, if you read these sentences, here Antonio is purposely, using these half incomplete suggestive sentences, or rather phrases. He says, "What might." Now, that is an incomplete thing. What might is not is not a complete sentence. Now, it indirectly means what might Sebastian not achieve when Alonso and others in front of him are in this state of sleep. So, what might, worthy Sebastian? Oh, what might? Now, this is an incomplete idea which is indirectly suggesting what might Sebastian not achieve when he has this golden opportunity confronting him, when he has Alonso and all the rest in front of him in a state of sleep. What might he not do to them? What might he not achieve to for himself? No more. No more means he would not elaborate on that anymore. He will let it remain that half meaning sentences. He would let it remain there. He would not elaborate upon that. He would not speak about that anymore. And yet he says, "Methinks I see it in thy face." Though he would not elaborate, yet he says that he can see the thought that he is cherishing in his mind. He can read that thought in the face of Sebastian. Though he is not verbally putting that thought, yet without saying it, he can read the same thought in the mind or in the face of Sebastian. That thought which is going in the mind of Sebastian, Antonio can read in the face of Sebastian. And what is that thought? What thou shouldest be. So he says that he can very easily read that expression on the face of Sebastian, what he wishes to be, what he cherishes to be in his mind. The occasion speaks thee. Occasion speaks thee means this occasion, this opportunity is offering itself to Sebastian. This occasion prompts him, this occasion incites him to accomplish his goals. This occasion is speaking to him. This occasion is showing an opportunity to him. It is offering itself to him to promote, to incite him to achieve those, thoughts that are there in his heart. And Antonio says, "In my strong imagination," that is, though it is not actually happening, but in his strong imagination, Antonio can actually visualize the crown dropping or descending on the head of Antonio. And which crown is this? The crown of Naples. He says that he can even imagine the crown of Naples descending or dropping on the head of Antonio. Sorry, Sebastian. What art thou waking? Art thou waking means, now he is trying to look surprised. Sebastian tries to look surprised and he says, what is Antonio talking? Is he awake or is he in sleep? Because he seems to be talking nonsense which nobody in his actual senses would dare to speak. So he is feigning surprise and he says, what art thou waking? That is, are you awake? And Antonio says, do you not hear me? That is, are you not able to hear me to understand that yes, I am awake? I do, and surely it's a sleepy language, and thou speakest out of thy sleep. Now, Sebastian says that definitely he can hear Antonio speak, but surely he seems to be speaking as if he is speaking in his sleep. Because Antonio's language seems to be the language of a man who is talking in his sleep. Now, many times, children, we have some dark secrets that are, lingering in our mind that we think of the whole day, but we know those thoughts are not to be disclosed before anyone. So, as long as we are awake, we keep those thoughts tightly shut up in our mind. But in sleep, sometimes people blurt out those secrets, speak out those things that they hide in their hearts during the day. So he is saying the same thing. He says that it seems that Antonio is talking in his sleep. His language is the language of a man who is talking in his sleep, because he doesn't seem to be talking sense. He seems to be blurting out some very dark secrets or some very dark thoughts which nobody would dare to air during the time of the day before others. And he asks him again, what is it thou didst say? That is, what is that you just said? This is strange repose, to be asleep with eyes wide open, standing, speaking, moving, and yet so fast asleep. Now here he says that Antonio seems to be in a very strange sort of a sleep. Why? Repose is sleep. So he seems to be in a very weird, strange state of sleep, because he seems to be asleep mentally. All right, he seems to be asleep means what? He is asleep mentally, but his eyes seem to be wide open. He is standing, he is speaking, he is moving, where his mind seems to be fast asleep. Like children, you have seen people, who sleepwalk. You might have seen them in movies and all. How their eyes are open, they are moving. People in their sleep, they drive car, they change their dress, they open the door, they drive the car, and they move through the entire city, come back, park the car in the garage, come back home, close the door, change their clothes, and are back in bed. And you tell them that they did all this, they will not believe. Why? Because their mind is asleep while they're doing all the other functions. So similarly, he's saying, whatever Antonio was saying, he seems to be talking in his sleep. He seems to be in a strange kind of a sleep, where his eyes are wide open, where he is standing, he is speaking, he is moving, yet his mind seems to be asleep.